So as you're driving through Jemez, on the right-hand side is the Jemez historical site. And it's really cool because they have this little museum that'll give you kind of some context and some background just about the culture and the history of the area. And on the floor there, you saw what is like a painted map of this site that I'm walking right now. And I think that that's really, really cool. So these are all ruins, of course. And then this right here is an actual kiva. Now, they don't allow photography inside the kiva, but if you get the opportunity to check it out, I definitely highly recommend it. Now, the steps are really, really wide. So you take big steps down. You'll kind of see right here in a second, like as I'm trying to film it and I take the step down, I kind of am like falling through. So you have to be in what I would consider like relatively good health to get down there, just because those steps are so big. You don't want to be in a lot of pain or anything like that. So be careful before you go down there. However, it is really, really awesome in there. Here I'm showing you the cemetery, which is right in front of the chapel. And then I'm going to do a little walkthrough of the church and the grounds. And one thing about this place that is really crazy is just the size of it. It's really, really big, and you're looking at it and you're like, okay, this was made out of like adobe. This was made out of bricks and like earth materials, stone, and people in like the 1600s, I think it was built. They were sitting there like hand laying and hand carving these bricks and putting this stuff together. So it's just really amazing to think of the feats like that. And you can see it's all natural materials. So there's like weeds growing on the ruins because it's just made out of, the earth. So those seeds can get in there and grow essentially. But yeah, it's really, really cool to see this part of something historical like that, because this at this point is what, 400 or 500 years old, something like that. And it's just amazing to see that kind of history. It's really cool too because they have a bunch of little stops all around the Jemez historical site, and I'll explain in a little bit about the map and how it gives you the details of what each one of these are. But you can kind of stop and get a visualization of the place and what its purpose was for. So I really like the Jemez historical site for a lot of reasons. But today it was actually free for me, so it didn't even cost me anything to get in there. It's usually only like $7. But they give you one of the coolest trail guides that I have ever seen. So it opens up and it gives you like a really cool map of the trail outlined like that, which I think is really, really neat. And then it gives you, 1 through 14 of all of the stops that they have, which is really, really nice. So at the stops at, 1, 2, 3, 4, you can stop, you can find wherever one is on here, and then you can read the historical context of it. And it'll explain to you kind of what that area was used for, what the building was used for. It explains, some more of the history about the culture and the Pueblo and all of that from that era, which is really, really cool. So I really like it. I like stopping in there. It's really, really nice to check out. And if you're ever in the area, even on days where it's $7, it's only $7 to see. So I definitely recommend it. Now I'm getting ready to do some fishing. I'm going to have like a nice, relaxed fishing kind of day. Not going to do too much today other than hang out and try to catch a fish. I actually really want to catch one because I didn't bring any lunch. I only brought dinner, and I'm hoping that I can get one that's big enough for me to cook and eat for lunch at least, so I have a little something. If not, I brought a salad for dinner, so it's going to be a pretty light day for me if I don't catch a fish right now. So my wife keeps telling me that I need to get a pair of Crocs, and I've been so resistant, but I definitely think that it's time. So our 4-year of marriage anniversary is coming up. So Mariah, if you're watching this, I think I want a pair of Crocs. So I'm not catching anything so far, but it is nice to just kind of be out here. I'm enjoying the day, I'm enjoying the water. And it's just been kind of a long week. It's been like a long, tough week for pretty much everybody in my family. So, you know, this is the way that I kind of deal with stress and things like that. So it feels pretty good to still be out here. So I saw, like I said, I saw 2 little tiny little fish, too small for even my hook, chasing my bait, but I haven't seen anything else since. So who knows, maybe here in a little bit. It's kind of midday, so maybe here in a little bit I'll catch something, but we'll see. I'm going to be out here for a few more hours at least. But as of right now, this is what I got going on. You can't really beat that. So I came down the river a little bit and I found this nice little pool and a cool little rock to sit on. I crossed it right there. Gonna chill out on this rock for a while and see if I can catch something out of here. So I've had zero luck here, been here for a couple hours and I haven't caught anything. Saw 2 tiny little fish and that was it. So there's a spot up the road that I'm gonna go try. And I have a couple hours there, and then if not, I'll just be heading to where I'm gonna be actually camping at tonight. All right, let's see if I have any luck on catching a fish down here. I'm having a pretty good day so far, at least, even though I haven't caught anything. Let's see what we got. Oof. This spot right here is like so picturesque and scenic. It's awesome. I love all the colors and all the flowers and stuff you get around here. So check this out. This tree is growing completely out of this boulder that I'm on. I don't even know how it has established roots on this thing. That is crazy. I'm definitely starting to think that power bait was low-key made by a scammer. Better off probably bringing worms next time. I've been at this for like 5 hours and I've even hiked, like right now where I'm at, you can't get here unless you do some crazy stuff. So like this particular spot shouldn't be fished out, right? There should be fish in here. And I'm just not catching anything today. So maybe I'm not a good fisherman. Maybe. I've been fishing with power bait all day. I should have maybe dug up a worm or something like that, because power bait's all that I brought. But I thought that it would work. You know what I mean? I figured I've caught on power bait before in rivers exactly like this, and nothing. And, you know, it's getting late, it's getting dark, I'm starving. But you know, when you're fishing for this long, you're just like, one more. I'll catch one next one. I'll catch one on the next one. I'll catch one on the next one, and it just doesn't seem to be the case. I just don't know if it's in the cards for me today. So I hiked down to like this really cool rock that I can kind of hang out on, and there's like this big rock in front of me. Kind of chilling, sitting in here, trying to fish out this little cove, thinking maybe they're in there. is a pretty big pool right here. We'll see. I'll give it like another hour. We'll see. Check it out. There's like a little Christmas tree growing out the side of this rock right here. And then another tree growing right there. I don't really understand how they establish roots in rocks, like on boulders. I get that there could be like some dirt and sediment. Like I'm looking at this one right here. I get that there could be some dirt there, but like not enough to establish roots to hold it up. It gets windy. I don't understand. Please explain that to me. You know what? So I'm just going to say, and I'll pretend this for my sake. They're just not stocking the river right now. Like they haven't stocked it. There's no fish in there. I'm convinced that there's no fish in there whatsoever because I spent like 6 hours today fishing and I didn't catch anything. So, oh well, here's my crazy hike back up to my van, and then I got to get to my camp spot for tonight. No fish for me today, so I guess cheers to no fish. It's all good. It's not like I'm gonna cry myself to sleep tonight or anything, and plus I have this super awesome salad that's gonna fill me up completely. I'm not gonna be hungry at all after this. I mean, I just, this has 180 calories. This is gonna be plenty for tonight. I hope you guys understand sarcasm because I'm really hungry. I got to looking at this and I was like, there's no way there's only 180 calories in this because it has sunflower seeds, bacon bits, and dressing. So it's 180 calories per serving. There's actually 4 servings in here. So calorically, like 600 something calories. I didn't do the math. But I guess I should technically be fine calorically today. I didn't run today, so I didn't burn a whole lot of calories other than fishing and hiking and stuff like that. I guess that still burns calories, but I didn't run today even though I should have. And yeah, so I'm chilling on my calories. My mom made me biscuits and gravy this morning. I went to her house and I helped her move or takes a bunch of stuff to the dump. She's remodeling her house, so I took a bunch of like just trash and just junk that's, you know, old carpet and things like that. I took that to the dump. So while I was at her house earlier, she made me biscuits and gravy, and then I have this salad. So I guess calorically, technically, I should be fine today. I'm not going to starve, obviously. So yeah, but I'm just going to sit here and kind of eat this and enjoy the view. As you can see, I got the doors opened up behind me. That's my view right now, which is pretty nice. I'm convinced that they didn't stock the river. There's no fish in there. Normally they stock that river. And I find it hard pressed that I fished for that long without catching one if it was stocked, you know what I mean? So, chalk it up to a bad day fishing, whatever. Enjoying my night now, and I'm pretty much probably just going to chill for the rest of the night. So, if I don't check in with you guys in a little bit, I'll see you in the morning. I totally have to check in with you guys one more time because I forgot. My mom gave me a copy of We Fed Them Cactus. So if you saw my video where I went to La Leandre Ghost Town, this book is written by a woman who actually grew up there. And it's about growing up in that town. So I'm actually really, really excited to read it. I brought it with me so I could check it out and start reading it. Keeping a couple books and magazines in the van now. Mostly New Mexico related, New Mexico history type stuff. But I am excited to read this because it just will give me more background on one of the places that I've been, which I think is really, really cool. These sirens have been going all the way up the canyon, so it's echoing up here, but they've been on for a few minutes. I just hope that everybody is okay that they are heading to and that they're able to get to them. Here's the view that I woke up to. Morning, guys. So I'm thinking on the way down, I might try to catch a fish. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna fish for a little bit before I actually leave because I want to catch a fish. So I will see you guys down at the river. Black Rifle. This one, the caramel vanilla one. I think that one's my favorite. It's really, really early. It's not even 7 o'clock yet. So I think that I should have a chance because you know how
fish, a lot of the time they like to catch early in the morning. That's what I'm thinking. So today is gonna be the day. But I got nothing. And I'm hungry. So I'm gonna go. No fish for me. I finally caught a fish. He's got a little fuzzy on his face because he's chewing his toys. I got one. I got one. Thanks for tuning in to my no catch fishing video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next week.